Uh, Hello. I just wanted to come on and just try and be as brief as I can with this, which is all the rioting, protesting, and stuff that's gone on since Trump assumed office. I mean, there were some before him, but now it's like getting worse. And I don't keep making videos like this where it's like political, but sometimes it's just kind of it's just it's just really gotten out of hand. Protest at a university because Milo Yiannopoulos is speaking, and well, I can't have that, so because he's conservative, and yet he's a gay Jewish man who's attracted only to black men. And I know some people will say, well, he's Catholic, but he's identified himself as a Catholic, yet usually he's his ethnicity is Jewish, and really it's just all these protests are really dumb. I mean, you protest somebody because they have a different view of yours. And you protest Trump when he's only been in office for like 2 weeks. He's not even been in for a month. Yes, I know some people don't don't agree with some of the things he is having in place, but the whole what people say the Muslim ban, it's not really even a ban. It's it's this is something that happened in 2011 when Obama did it, and Obama did it. Nobody really cared. Chuck Schumer went out and said how it was a good thing. Trump does the same thing in 2017, and it's the worst thing ever. Chuck Schumer said it was mean-spirited. And one reason this could be happening is because, well, a year ago or two, when refugees went into Germany and France, there were violent crime went up. There was a lot of women who were raped by many of these refugees, and a lot of people were killed, and a lot of crimes were committed. And yeah, obviously not every refugee is like that, but the thing is, refugees, they just come from a different country, and there really isn't at least it seems like there isn't a lot of thorough background checking of each and every person that comes in. Hence why in America we want people come in. There's an immigration system. You come in, you can get like a green card, or maybe you're here on working business and you have something for this amount of time and you get to work. Sometimes it's like as long as you're working in this country, you have a place to live. And then many people will either, after that they'll leave, go back home where, they lived before coming to America, or they become American citizens, or maybe before that they get a better secure way of staying here. Better, like maybe if something happens and they might lose their job because of like downsizing or whatever, they might find another way of being employed, because if they don't have a job, it could jeopardize them. That could jeopardize themselves for living here. Another thing is when like these riots and protests, protesting this Muslim stuff, people don't try to look at the actual facts as to or why he might be doing this, And again, it could be a precautionary thing, or a cautionary reason, like in the past when we saw refugees going to Germany and France, the outcome wasn't positive. How do we know the outcome will be positive if they come here? We don't know that for sure. There is yes, and obviously not every person that wants to come here will be doing what those people did. And also, it's a 120-day ban, although some I've seen it be 90 days. So that's 3 months or 4 months. A ban on 5 countries. Specific countries that were picked out by the Obama administration. And he's just implementing what Obama already did. Again, because of what happened in the past when refugees went to other countries, the outcome wasn't so positive. Now, I said something about Milo Yiannopoulos and all that, and what does that have to do with it? Well, he's went around this country to different universities, what he calls his dangerous faggot tour, and he tells conservative students, Republican students, and libertarian students things that that just aren't so. He really he kind of does make a living of making the established media angry. He makes them mad. And he does so purposefully. And he's also very good at it. And these people wanted to shut him down. And meanwhile, he's also going on saying how the left isn't tolerant. They aren't tolerant like they say they are. They say they are, and yet things like this just show that they aren't. And all these riots and protests really need to stop, because people like him who want to speak aren't allowed. And also, the way people are going on, like the Women's March and all that kind of protest, that didn't really do anything. They didn't argue what rights they don't have, because women have the same rights as men. women, when they talk about the equal pay stuff, you have to look at it from a bigger picture. The reason why men earn more money than women is because uh, they will do more overtime than women do. Now, obviously, there are women that do overtime, but the general consensus, when you look at it all, women don't do as much overtime as men do. Men tend to do more overtime. Also, men do more dangerous jobs. So, you have to take into account that. And really, the only people I saw at those women march, protest or whatever that was, whatever you want to call it, it was really an anti-Trump protest. Because, again, they didn't say what they didn't have. And the only people that did were Michael Moore and Ashley Judd, but that was mostly, why don't female actresses get paid as much as male actors? Well, male actors tend to do more. And what I mean by that is they're willing to look ugly. They're willing to gain a lot of weight, lose a lot of weight, where women in that profession aren't necessarily as willing to do so. Now, there are exceptions like Charlize Theron and Monster, Anne Hathaway losing weight in Les Miserables. We could be here for a long time saying that women do that for actresses. But then you have Christian Bale, Jared Leto, Robert De Niro, and others who will gain weight or lose weight for roles. And depending on how they look, they'll either look healthy or very sickly or just repulsive. And you don't see as many women doing this. And it's not that they can't, it's just that a lot of women don't. They want to look beautiful, pretty. And that's fine. But, that could also be another reason, some people are more at risk than others. That could also play a part into it. Not always, but, when you have someone like Christian Bale who's known for losing or gaining weight, while there is some sort of, I'm sure some health, there might be some sort of health thing, maybe not. But, and I'll leave in the description of video, which, it debunks the whole women not receiving equal pay myth. You have to look at the bigger picture, and the Women's March didn't do that. And these people who are rioting and protesting against Trump aren't pointing out anything in which their civil liberties are being risked. And when they talk about the Muslim ban, they aren't really seeing the bigger picture. They're just seeing what they want to see, and it's just, it needs to stop. Anyway, that's all I have to say, and thank you for watching. You don't have to agree with me, but hey, this is just how I see it. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps I'm right. Maybe I left stuff out. Anyway, hope you have a good day, night, whenever you're watching this.